Shalom friends, Aaron here. It's late, I'm tired, I'm making this video basically as like a plea to get you to watch my other two videos that are going to be up here. Look, I'm nobody. I'm nobody special. I'm just a guy who doesn't even know the score of the Super Bowl. Doesn't own a television. Don't really do anything for entertainment other than spend time with my family. I'm not chasing after anything in this life other than to be the best dad I can be, teach my kids the scriptures, to have reverence for the Father, to love their neighbors, they love themselves, to run their race and finish it, to live free and be as healthy as they can be while they're here. That's really all I'm after. I just sat up for hours putting together information, digging into some things that I've already looked into, but trying to put it together a little bit better. It's not, me doing a PowerPoint or screen share, and it's just me talking. And, it's 2 half-hour videos. But I'm going to share a couple of quick things from those videos and ask you just to watch it because it's important. I just feel like I see people being afraid of this coronavirus. And I just wanted to mention a couple of things just to get you thinking, and just there's a couple of things that I touch on in these videos that I made. One of them is that when I watch these videos of all of this spraying that they're doing in the city of Wuhan and other places perhaps, it reminds me exactly of how we have a truck that drives up and down the streets in our neighborhoods, fogging us, spraying us. And what they tell us they're spraying is insecticide to kill the mosquitoes. I talk about that in more depth in the videos that I made. The first one more likely than the other one's more about what we can do. But one of the things that's in that spray is parathoids. Parathoids. I read parathoid and parathoid. It's a pyrathoid. Yeah, it's a pyrathoid. I just wanted to read to you a little bit about what can happen when you have toxic levels of this insecticide in your body. Of course, it's just another one of the myriad of things that tell us they're safe and low toxicity to humans, but that's BS. Adverse effects. Severe respiratory trouble if you're having toxic levels of pyrathoids or pyrathoids. I don't know which it is, pyrathoids or pyrathoids, but it's a synthetic mimicry of pyrethrins, which are naturally occurring in plants like chrysanthemums. Severe respiratory trouble, involuntary twitching, dizziness, nausea, fainting, convulsions, seizures, and possibly death. Sounds like a pretty good description of some of these videos we see of people dropping out all over the place. I also looked into some of the things that are found in disinfectants, especially hospital disinfectants, and the things that can happen to people when they're exposed to those toxins. That's very interesting information that I share in the video. When I talk about this, I also talk a little bit about how Wuhan is one of the 5G cities. It's one of the cities that came online with 5G, like fully online with 5G, October, November 2019. So this just happened. There was the big Event 201 drill that they simulation that they did in October, and then Wuhan goes live with 5G in October, November. If you haven't looked into the things that can be done with this microwave technology and how it is weaponized, I mean that's admitted by the military that they have microwave weapons, and that they can and they do use them. If you haven't looked into some of the things that people who really have some knowledge about these things have postulated this 5G can do, the effects that it can have on us, including just making people drop on the ground. The other thing I talked about, which I think is little known to people, and we should know these things, that one of the things that has happened a great deal in China, they execute a lot of people. They kill a lot of people in China, and they harvest the organs. And if they're trying to take somebody's cornea, they want to take their eyes, they might shoot them in the chest. If they want to take their organs, they shoot it, down here in their chest cavity, they shoot them in the head. And that they've been harvesting organs from inmates, and the people aren't dead. And I get into a little bit about organ harvesting and what's going on in our own country. Talk a little bit more about what's going on in China. There's going to be lots of links in those descriptions, in the descriptions of the two videos that I put up. But just understand that there are a lot of people who have died in Chinese prisons. And their organs have been taken. And then the family members don't get the body. They insist on the body being cremated, and then people have to pay all the fees before they can get the cremated remains. But they're hiding the evidence that they took the organs from these people by cremating them. So look, there's just a lot of other things that could be going on here. And I am way more likely to believe that, look, people think you're wearing a tinfoil hat if you just say DEW, directed energy weapon. You can listen to people from the Marines and the Army and the Navy talking about directed energy weapons themselves. I mean, that's not conspiracy theory. That's real. I'm more likely to believe in directed energy microwave weapons making the reason why people are acting the way they're acting in the streets, falling out, looking like they're dead, maybe being dead. I'm way more likely to believe that people are poisoned by parathroids, insecticides that there's fog in them with, than I am to believe that people are dropping out like that because they got a cold virus, even one that's been mutated and manipulated. I'm way more likely to believe that. And I'm way more likely to believe, look, you think in a city of 11 million people, a country like China can't find a couple tens of thousands of people that they see as political dissidents, or look, organ harvesting and selling organs on the black market is huge business, and lots of people go to Hong Kong to get organs because they're on waiting lists in Europe and America and they can't get organs. And lots and lots and lots of these organs that are being harvested in China from political dissidents, people in prison who are being murdered for their organs, they're sold and transplanted into people in Hong Kong. So when I see that they're building these giant hospitals, body bags everywhere, and inside the hospitals a crematorium, and they insist that the people be cremated after they die of the Wuhan coronavirus, it really makes me think of some other things. I'm just begging you not to be afraid of a virus, and I'm not telling you to do nothing. I'm telling you that I absolutely believe with most of you that something real and serious is going on, and we need to be aware, we need to be sober-minded. And I shared a whole bunch of books and things that I've got over here, read a little bit from a couple of the books in my second video about this. Number one, we cannot be afraid, and we cannot just be consuming what they're putting out there. Mainstream media, YouTube, whatever it is, we're being propagandized on every level and from every angle. And we've got to think over that, beyond that, under it, around it, outside of the box. We gotta see the bigger picture of what's going on and not be consumed by fear. Don't be consumed by fear. And please, I'm not making these videos for any other reason other than, well, I got two reasons. I'm trying to be obedient to the Father who created me, and I believe I'm supposed to do it. I'm nobody special. I'm not saying I'm smarter than anybody else. I'm just not trying to waste my time. And I care. I care about people having shalom. Shalom, friends, well-being in every way. And you can't have shalom if you're fearful. Please don't be afraid. Watch the videos. Take the information I present. Do some research into these things for yourself. Let the Father give you peace and direction about what you're supposed to do next. So, I'm asking you to watch me ramble on for an hour. Maybe not all at once. It's 2 videos. But maybe you'll learn something. I've been learning. And maybe you'll find peace. Shalom, friends. Until next time, please watch the videos.